We've been working with the Hong Kong Baptist University now for I think about 6 years. And this is the first time we're also working with the Chinese University of Hong Kong. And as in past years, we really try to suit the program according to the interests of that school. So Hong Kong Baptist has always wanted a foreign correspondent type of course, international reporting. So those students come over here and it's many a times their first trip to Europe. You don't know the people there, you don't speak the language, but to give them a very practical experience of how it is to simply drop in on a place and be able to do a story after a couple of days.
There's a strong communist party back in China, so we thought we had common with Prague because Prague has a 41 year of communism here.
The other group we had from Hong Kong, the Chinese University, is a more mixed group. So the students came from journalism background, mass communications, global communications, even a couple PR and advertising people. So we were trying to pick themes that would be interesting for all of them. So what we chose is more of a digital journalism or multimedia course.
I'm not looking to be a journalist. My program is a master's in corporate communications, so it's more of a PR professional. This program is a great way to learn what journalists are looking for in terms of what they want from communication specialists.
Good narrative stories, whether it's as a print newspaper or whether it's on a multimedia website. It doesn't really matter how that content is being delivered or how it's being consumed. What really matters is how to tell that story, how to tell that news story.
Firstly, we went to there's a museum called
the Museum of Communism.
Museum of Communism. It was the first established museum about this topic in Prague. So we went there to do. We thought we can find something interesting, but it's a little bit commercial because we interviewed the creator of the museum, and he said he opened this museum because he wanted the young generation of the Czech people to learn more about their history, but actually it turned out that there are more tourists there than the local people.
My report was on marionettes, and at first we wanted to write a romantic story of how the history of marionettes came to be and how the tradition is passed on from father to daughter. However, when we got to the shop, we found out that the owner is no longer interested. Now, in terms of modernization and the fall of communism, marionettes are no longer popular. And so the shop owner is struggling to make more business and to attract more customers to buy her marionettes.
The lineup of lectures that we offered to both schools from Hong Kong was really made up of working journalists for a lot of big media, but also people that are very happy to teach younger people, very open to questions.
A lot of the students were asking me about how they can go into war correspondence, in particular, how they can prepare. It's very important to plan when you go into an unknown situation, especially a risky situation, and I'm glad to see the students took away from my lecture that is something that's very important for them to do, and they were asking me questions about how to do that. What are some of the people, or what are some of the organizations, and who are some of the people that they might try to tap into to be able to do that?
Each of the lecturers brought with them their expertise and their years of experience. I really appreciate the tips and the tricks that each of the lecturers brought with us.
This is really the first chance that the master students have to practice reporting in a foreign country. So it's really beneficial for them to be in a different culture, have to do pre-reporting before they go, and learn how to interview in a second language for most of them.
So that was another goal of the visit, was to introduce them to working experts in social media, but also just show them the inner workings of some of the media institutions here, including Radio Free Europe. We always also try to include cultural activities because, again, we think it's important for the students while they're here to get out of the hotel and experience something of Czech culture or food. So we have a couple of dinners of typical Czech food, which I think most of them like, and we also try to introduce them to some Czech music. As you know, the Czechs are very famous for their music, so we try to have a classical concert or a jazz concert.
Just enjoy the course because you won't regret it here.
The lectures are great, as well as the setting is also very great.
The students, well, first of all, they love being in Prague. It's a gorgeous city. It's old. There's lots of stories there. They enjoy meeting the journalists. They enjoy just being out and about in the city, but with a purpose and practicing journalism.
I would most definitely recommend this course for others, people who are not interested in journalism or are looking to see what it's like to be a journalist. I would recommend it for people who are looking to refresh their skills. I would recommend it to serious journalists as well, because I can tell how serious and how passionate the lecturers are about their subject.
It is still possible to be a foreign correspondent in this world, even today. You just might have to work a little bit harder, you might have to find a number of media outlets to work for, but there are a lot of new media outlets like ours that are out there for which you can report. And you can still string together a living, you can still explore, and you can still tell stories to the rest of the world. It still can be done.